technology. You know, I've noticed over the last several months, not even several months, last few months, there's been a lot of criticism, a lot of critiquing of what it is exactly that I'm doing. Now, let it just be known, I'm Tstreet Controversy. This is Tstreet Controversy Live. My real name is Tstreet. I'm a boxing reporter. Did I know that I was going to be a boxing reporter a year ago? No. But see, one thing that you may not have known about me, but people who I've worked with in the past, friends and family, know that I'm one of them type of people where I care about what people think too much to the point where it's a gift and a curse. And when I say it's a gift and a curse, I mean that when I get angry or when I want to prove people wrong, or when someone doubts me, I'm the type of person where I will go above and beyond to prove you wrong. Now, what that does is, even though my motivations for doing it is wrong, because I'm one of them type of people where if I say something, then I got to do it. And if I don't do it, it'll continuously eat at me to the point where I won't sleep, may not eat, anxiety will get bad. So I guess what I'm saying is this, to avoid a long drawn out story, is that I'm trying to figure out how to put it without sounding conceited or confrontational. But about 3 years ago, I told you what I was going to do, and look at it as friendly competition. If you see me at events, I'm there. I'm there to work. If you see any of my team at events, we're there to work. And if we're not working, then please feel free to email me at tstreetcontroversy@gmail.com and let me know if anyone at these events are not doing what they're supposed to do. So I guess what I'm saying is this. I want YouTube. And not just YouTube, but boxing on YouTube. And what that means is, like I said, I'm not the type of person where if I worked at McDonald's, right? And let's say I had the lowest of the lowest position in McDonald's, like custodial duties. Let's say if I was hired today as the lowest of the lowest custodial representative, my job, or with my mentality, the way I think is, okay, I'm a goddamn janitor. So how do I get to become a manager? So first I would learn everything there is to do, be a janitor. I would make sure that management would never have to ask me to empty the trash. I would make sure that I'm not one of them people that if you see something on the floor, you step over it and just don't pick it up. I'm going to make sure that no matter, even if I hate it, those toilets are as clean as they can possibly be. And then once I get to the next level, and let's say I become a cashier, I'm going to make sure my drawers are always right. I'm going to make sure I'm always smiling, even though I hate everything and everyone. I'm going to make sure that when it comes to you getting your napkins and you getting your straw, and if you ask me for extra ketchup, I make sure I don't forget those things. So if we're only supposed to give you 2 ketchups, you want extra, I'm gonna make sure I double it up. And then I'm thinking, as I'm a cashier, how do I become shift leader? I'm gonna make sure that person, make sure that those cashiers are smiling. I'll make sure that they're making sure people got all their napkins. And you see what I'm saying? And that's how I start working my way. I've always been like that. Always, even when I was a bartender. Because I'm not going to lie. Let's talk about some real shit. I've been a bartender. I was a bartender for the better part of 10 years. And there were situations where I was highly qualified. I mean, I don't have to explain my work ethic. I was highly qualified and always worked my ass off. But at the same time, being the black guy, You know, I always had to like start off as a server and then just bust my ass as a server to work my way up to the bar, to where after a while my reputation just as a bartender was to the point where all my drinks looked like the picture. I made sure I flirted with all the chicks, because you know that's, you get them drunk, they give you the bread, the tips and everything, and they buy more drinks. I wasn't concerned about the tips. I was concerned about making sure that they got that high ass bill to the point where they keep coming back like, oh yeah, we want him. You know, and now when it comes to YouTube, I understand. I genuinely understand that when it comes to picture quality, you want the picture quality to be better. When it comes to getting the content out quickly, remember, I'm still learning this stuff as far as me, including myself, and the team getting to events and making sure that we get the content up quickly. You know, so when it comes to things like that, when it comes to the picture quality, when it comes to camera angles, when it comes to, you know, like sound, stuff like that, understand that this channel right now is a little under 9 months old. It's about 16,200 people, something like that here. Not even a full year yet. And when it comes to actual media, I went to my first event as Media Ever in Life in November. You know, that was Hopkins versus Kovalev. My first interview ever in life was in September of 2014. Right now it's April the 23rd, 2015, 10:30 exactly Eastern Standard Time. And what I'm telling you is this: things take time. So the fact that I've gotten us to this point where people never thought, you know, I was ever going to be, remember, oh, this is the drunk guy, no one's ever going to take him serious. It's a full-fledged business now. For example, this is a Disney-sponsored YouTube channel. My pay stubs say Disney. It's Disney. So it's a business. This is not just a situation where I'm just some guy that comes up here, you know, and just starts, you know, doing videos without doing research. My average day, I can say honest that my average day I probably watch 5 fights in full. Like when I start my day, for example, my day starts around anywhere between 4 and 6 a.m. I put a fight on, or I put on an interview or a press conference or whatever. I usually start my day with some type of boxing content, and usually I'll keep it 100 with you. I'll go in the bathroom, you know, I'll take my, my morning dump. You know, I'll be, checking the comments, emails, and then I'm watching a fight, or there's a fight somewhere on, or an interview or a press conference, like in the background. So, what I do is very difficult. So understand, like, I read all the comments. So understand, like, when it comes to the feedback, I understand, but at the same time, give it time. Just give me a few more months. Just give me a few more months. Now, I'm non-hostile. I'm non-confrontational. If you see me at events, I'll be quiet as a kitchen mouse. I don't, for one, I'm not really into crowds like that. I know, yes, I used to be a bartender, but at the same time, I'm just not, I'm just not into it. Also, when it comes to interviews, I'm not the type of guy that's going to be all in everybody's face. Like, so for example, when it comes to interviews, and it's me at events, I'll get the promoter, I'll get the manager, I'll get the 2 boxers, and I'll get, maybe a couple of other people. But my goal is, when I go to events personally, I'm going straight for the big, the big names. And that's no disrespect to the smaller names. It's just that I'm all about business. So normally when I interview someone, I want that interview to back up or support something I said in a video previously, if you get what I'm saying. So, like I said, I'm actually got to get back to editing some videos. There's a lot of changes that are going to be happening. Understand, I take this very seriously. I'm hoping that what you see, the different content we're providing from all throughout the world now, I'm hoping that you understand, like, what Tstreet Controversy and RealCombatMedia.com are trying to do. So I've said it before in previous videos. My goal is not to work for anyone. So, people may say, oh, you're just waiting for this to happen and you can go this and that and this and that. No, I will never put myself in a situation where I'm working for someone. Now, I understand that, like I said, even though I'm, I guess you can say, an independent contractor, for example, I'm confident enough in my abilities, that I can go over to Daily Motion and get it popping. I can go to Blog Talk Radio and get numbers popping. I can go to Ustream or various different other platforms. I'm confident in myself to know that I could do that. But YouTube is where it is right now. And, they're the ones right now who have me with Disney and they're writing the checks. So, like I said, the goal is, overall, is to provide you full, consistent boxing coverage. And of course, the bread and butter is me doing my analysis videos. And what I want is I want to have people at all the media workouts, all the press conferences, all the weigh-ins, and then, with the help of the networks, I'll be able to, all the networks, hopefully, sometime before the year's out, I'll be able to have the highlights for all the fights, the promos, ads for all the fights. And like I said, like to anybody from networks that's watching, I don't want the money. It's not about the money. I just want to be able to provide full coverage. So, for example, I want to be able to, let's say, for example, an average fight week. I want to be able to do my personal fight week prediction vid. If you don't know what my fight week predictions are, normally sometime between Monday and Wednesday, I'll do, a final prediction on the fight. And then I want to have like the media day. I want to be able to upload that, then do a video myself, right from right here, talking about the media day. Then when it comes to the final press conference, I want to have the final press conference covered and then do a video on the final press conference. I want to be able to do because what I do is I cover every major weigh-in. So what I'll do is I'll watch the weigh-in and then I'll come on here for about 5 to 10 minutes or so and do a video. Now what we're doing is I'll do my videos for the weigh-in, my weigh-in results videos, and then have the weigh-in, the actual weigh-in to follow. And when it comes to the fight, I want to be able to watch the fight, have someone at the fight, do my videos when the fight goes off, have the post-fight press conference, do a Google Hangout or a live show showing the post-fight press conference to the fans, and then end it all with the highlights. So I guess I say this, normally, they would say, you shouldn't tell your plans to people and stuff like that, but I'm not cocky, I'm confident. So it's like this. I'm going to say this. Just consider me friendly competition. And I'm hoping that with the plans that I have and the plans that I want to do along with Real Combat Media, I'm hoping it makes other people step up their game. So I'm telling you right now, my goal is to provide full coverage. So I'm not going to be, my goal is, we may do it right now, but remember, we're fine tuning. My goal is to make sure we're covering everything. And, like I said, when it comes to all this stuff y'all probably want me to do, I know it's probably going to be tons of comments saying, Tstreet, you should do this. Or, yeah, this is what you need to start doing. I already know. Trust me, I'm seeing I already know. I already know what you want me to do. There's only one thing I owe you, and that is some entertainment. I've talked about it in the past before. That's the only thing that I said I was going to do that I have not done yet. And once she comes, it's going to be big. But see, it's not going to be ratchet. It's going to be classy. All right? I got to get back to editing some videos. I am Tstreet Controversy with RealCombatMedia.com. The only website I am with and the only website I will stay with. Tstreet Controversy, please subscribe. Tstreet Controversy Live.